Hey, I'm Pascal from Orange Pixel, and today we're just gonna dive straight into the video because usually I have some stuff prepared to show you and just a fun little before the intro thingy. Today I actually have something. I just remember I forgot. I need my Switch for this because it's a new month. I have a new game. Hang on, I'm gonna grab my Switch just a second. Right back. Don't go anywhere. Right, got the Switch, and it's a new month. We have our 4th game on the Switch. As you can see, Heroes of Loot is now December's release for the Switch. We've been working hard this year, well, mostly Friedel, doing all the porting for my libGDX games over to Monogame. And then onto Switch. This game has been done for a while because last month I think, both he and I have just been extremely busy, so we haven't really been working a lot on Switch games. But we got a game planned for January and one for February. And I think the March game is almost done. Heroes of Loot 2, probably. We also have Snake Ore. Still a lot of games coming to Switch, but Heroes of Loot can be found now in the eShop. So please check it out. It comes with local co-op mode, just like Gunsluck, so both grab a controller and play with a buddy, a friend, a husband, a wife, a child, an enemy. You can play with anybody else. Pretty fun. Alright, that's it. I wanted to show you that. The 4th game on the Switch. It's been an awesome year. Now go watch the intro while I clean up a little bit. The only downside of using teleportation, it's very messy. See you after the intro. This week a couple of cool things happened for Residual, the game I'm working on. The first thing is, I can show you, hang on. The first thing is, this is my bug list, and as you can see, it's almost empty. There's like just one little bug on there. Well, actually it's a big bug, but there's one thing on there, and I haven't seen this list this empty since I started working on the game, basically. So 6-7 months ago, 6 months. Only been 6 months? Yeah. Pretty good. So I'm very happy with this. This week I tackled almost all the bugs there. I wasn't getting into the groove of things on Tuesday when I started working on the game. Mondays is my administration day, so that doesn't count as work, but it is. But when I started Tuesday, I wasn't getting into it, so I started tackling some of the easy bugs on that list, and then I just kept rolling with all the bugs on there, and everything got fixed and solved and squashed, and the bug list is now almost empty. Doesn't mean the game is done, because the to-do list is, I'm pretty sure there will be new bugs on that list pretty soon as I start working on the to-do list. But for now, it's empty. And I have to be honest, I've been working on something else. Well, I've been working on the game, but another feature that I'll talk about in a minute, just so that I wouldn't be adding new bugs to the list, so that I could show you an almost empty bug list, which I'm pretty sure tomorrow, once this video is done, there will be a lot of new bugs on there. But for now, it's pretty cool. And the reason that I'm so excited about this is just the fact that I know I'm seeing the finish line for this project. I know it's there, I can see it already, I'm moving towards it. So that's very, very cool. It's been a great project, and still a bunch of stuff to do, and there's a feature list that I need to do. I've been working on that a little as well. But there's also a bunch of ideas and stuff I want to add to the game. So those features will just be a matter of how much time do we still have to add this to the game. Can we do it or not? So great ideas and important ideas, and we're working on the important ideas right now, which again I'll talk about in a minute. But first, the second cool thing that happened this week, and I can show you on this screen. Alright, let me just boot up the game real quick, and then we'll show you what's going on. So can you see what's new? Can you? Yeah, it's the background. It's not done. It's far from done, I think. It requires some detail and coloring and changes. But we have a background. So you might be wondering why it's such a cool thing to have a background in my game, because isn't that normal? Isn't that how most games work? Yes, but I didn't really have the artwork yet. So last week on the Discord, somebody posted a rough version of this as fan art, pretty much just to show his appreciation for Residual, and inspired him to create this artwork. It was a very rough version, the background was different, but it was so awesome that we just had to do something with this. So contacted him and or her. Oh, sorry, I have no idea if you're him, her, or anything in between. Contacted Flurgle, which is his Discord name, so go give him some cheers and credit on the Discord. Contacted him, see if he was interested in creating the official version, and we're now working on it, changing some colors, layouts and stuff to make it fit, because this is very colorful. Already saw a better version just now while recording this video. Literally the coolest thing ever. I get fan art every now and then. It's very rare, but never at this scale and this quality, and this it's actually usable in the game, which is pretty cool. Fan art made for the game will be officially in the game. Cool stuff. Like, oh, I really enjoy stuff like this. Alright, so besides those cool things, like I said, I've been working the bug list, and I did things like burning campfires. You can create campfires, or when you're crashing your ship there's debris on fire. But now if it's raining, there's a big chance this fire will die out, so it stops burning. So your campfire will also stop burning, and you better find some cover to create a better campfire where the rain can't touch it. Silly little details and features like it's very easy to build into the game, and you're probably not even gonna notice it very consciously, but it is in the game, and subconsciously hopefully players will notice it. I also had somebody commenting on one of the earlier gameplay videos a few weeks ago, noticing that the rain doesn't fall underneath ledges, so you can actually shelter from the rain. Tiny little details, probably don't even notice it, but it's there. So I've been working on that. I added a quit "Are you sure? Yes or no" dialogue to the game. So if you want to exit the game, it will now ask you, are you sure you want to quit, yes or no? It's not really a requirement, and sometimes it's just obnoxious to have a dialogue like that, but I wanted to add it to the game. So it looks good, and it helps so that people don't accidentally quit the game. I don't know, I just wanted to add it. The sandworm is changed completely. I had these very weird pink sandworms. They were just crap. So now I have, I can show you. I can show you like the new huge sandworm. Let me boot up the game again, and I'll show you a big sandworm. Hang on. So moving around will tremble the floor, and that usually is an indication of a sandworm. So let's see if we can. Whoa, well, that's a sandworm. It's slightly bigger than what we had. Alright, so this might just be a little bit of overkill. Might just create a little bit smaller, but it is impressive, and still need to tinker a little bit with the effects, and there's also the body parts aren't completely connected, so still some work left on it, but this is already much better than the little pink one I had, and I never added sound to it, and sound just makes it a lot different. So also, if you play any of my previous games, and in this case Gunslug 3, you might recognize this sandworm. This is how I link all my games together. This sandworm just survives everything, and it has been around on different planets, Earth, and now all these planets also have these type of sandworms, connecting all my games in one big universe. But let's talk about the biggest feature I've been spending most of my week on, because it's a big feature. Okay, so as a game developer, I'm pretty confident in what I know and what I don't know, and how to fix things and how to solve things and issues in game design. But when it comes to save games, it doesn't matter how often I've done it, and I've done it a lot of times. I've built save games into all my games, but I never know if I did it the right way, or it just always feels very hacky and put together, and just not the best way to do it. And almost every game required a different solution, and especially this one, we need to store the whole planet, all the information on that planet in a file, and also all the entities. then retrieve it and make sure it actually all runs and keeps running and works. So right now I'm copying all the information from the current planet or the world that you're in into a separate object, and we're saving that object to a data file. The data file, and sorry if this is going to be a little bit technical for those that don't follow, but I'll try to keep it understandable. That file right now is humanly readable, so it's in a JSON file format, and all developers are now cringing and doing weird things. This is just test phase. Right now I can open a save game file and humanly read the text, what's going on, what's happening, are the numbers. If something's going wrong when I'm loading the game file, I can check this file and see why it's going wrong. Probably not, but I can try and see if I can find why it's going wrong. So this also means I can still trim down the save game file, because every number now gets a comma added. There are names for variables in there. If we trim all that down, I guess it's more than 50% of this save game file will be gone. I'm currently at about 6 megabytes, so we'll be at a 2 to 3 megabyte save game file. I think that's very acceptable. So this isn't really my idea of a fun task to do. I did get into it eventually and I had to do it, but I couldn't do it before because a lot of stuff has been changing. So every time I do big changes to the game, the whole save game would fail and I would have to create a new version, and it's best to do this later on. The cool thing about this is that I do enjoy creating the interface for a save game or a load game. And that's also what I've been doing this week. Once I had something up and running, I could actually create a load game interface. Let me show you that one. Alright, so title screen is up. Let's just start a game. And then we get to the loading screen. We can start a new game, or we can load right now just one of the save games, and that's the name of the planet. If we select it, we actually see all the information for this save game. So we have the name of the planet. We have the save game file, when was this save game created. That's just, I always find it very easy. I've seen this in a bunch of AAA games on PlayStation and such, and I really like this because if you have multiple save games, this will give you some bearing of when you were playing this, and that's just a very cool thing to have and very easy to add. And then it shows you the character you're playing with, the current mission name, and how many days you've been surviving so far, including your energy bar. And we'll add a bunch of the inventory stuff here as well, or any devices you have. So I like seeing a loading screen that actually shows you the information on what this game is, because I can now decide to load this game or start a new game, or hopefully we'll have more save game slots and you can actually pick between different type of games. I really enjoy creating screens like this. Just all the work that goes into it. To create a save game, that's less interesting. Alright, that's it for this week's video. Hope you liked it. There's one more devlog coming this year, next week. And then the week after that, we're gonna do the end of the year review video, which I know a bunch of you are looking forward to. I do them every year. Just check back on the channel about 11 months ago, the 2019 version, and then the year before, the 2018 version. This year has been very interesting. A lot of stuff happened. A lot of stuff to talk about. So end of year review is coming up in 2 weeks. After that, something even cooler is coming up. I've been recording various videos and various topics for game developers. So the 24th will be the end of the year review, and then all the days after, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll have a video uploaded. So there will be a week-long daily videos being uploaded to the channel. And then the Thursday after that, which is the 30th or the 31st, one of the last days of the year, I'll be doing my 2021 planning video. What are my plans for next year? Will I still be doing Orange Pixel games? Or do I have to go search for another job? Or what are my plans? I have no idea just yet. I got a couple of ideas actually, and I'm pretty sure it will still be Orange Pixel. We'll see. So a bunch of interesting videos coming to the channel. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, comment below. I'll see you next week. Bye.